Hey guys, come on downstairs. Let's go ahead and wrap up week number 11 with our weekly highlight show. Looking at national highlights from across the country, starting in the top 25. 24th ranked Houston taking on UConn. Houston gets the win 36-28. Cougars are 8-1, 5-1 in conference play. Number 23, Iowa falls to Purdue. The Boilermakers get their first win of the season, 30-23, and it comes against a ranked team. Memphis falls to the Tulane Green Wave, another upset, 35-28. Green Wave 5-5, 4-4 in conference. Memphis falls to 7-2 overall. Notre Dame 28-21 over Pitt. Irish improved to 7-3. North Carolina 30-28 over Virginia. Cavaliers suffered their second loss in a row. They have dropped to number 19. 18th ranked Cincinnati 27-13 over SMU. The Bearcats are 8-1, 5-1 in the AAC. And now let's get out to Knoxville, Tennessee, where the 17th ranked Vols host the 25th ranked Auburn Tigers. Bo Nix for Auburn, setting up a screen out to the right side to Jatarvius Whitlow. It's going to lose 7 yards, bring up a fourth down, and we're going to see a 52-yard field goal, and it's drilled. 3-3 at this point in the game, early in the second quarter. Bo Nix with a pitch. To the left side goes Sal Cannella. Third down and goal. Cam Martin scores from 1 yard out. Auburn takes the lead 10-3. Here comes Jarrett Garantano and the Volunteers. Garantano all day to throw the football. Looks over the middle. The catch is made by Tyler Bird, a 49-yard reception for Tennessee. And the Vols are on the move. Play action pass. Garantano over the middle to Brandon Johnson. 15-yard reception. Now first down and goal for Tennessee. They give it off to Ty Chandler. Smokey approves. And we're tied at 10. Now 13-10 in favor of Auburn. Garantano and the Vols with the football. Throw over the middle. Catch is made by Josh Palmer. A 41-yard touchdown. It is now 17-13 in favor of Tennessee. A minute 15 left in the first half. Bo Nix down the left hash marks. Eli Stove with a diving catch sets up a short chip shot field goal, which is good. And it's 17-16 Tennessee. Still more time to go in the first half. And Garantano to Marquez Callaway, who runs out of a tackle. 62 yards on the touchdown. Fireworks flying here in Knoxville. Midway through the third, I should say. Bo Nix into traffic. The catch is pulled down. It's a touchdown for the Tigers, making it 27-23 Tennessee. Here's Garantano throwing out to the left side. The pass is picked off. Second turnover of the day for Tennessee, and a chance for Auburn to take the lead with 2:52 to go in the third. Bo Nix is going to pull it down, run it himself, and get down to the 5-yard line. On fourth down and goal, the Tigers would settle for 3, cutting the Tennessee lead to 1. Early in the fourth quarter, Auburn would have the ball back. Bo Nix hands to Cam Martin, and now Auburn has the lead by 5. They're going to go for 2 to try to make it a 7-point lead. They don't get it. Seth Williams is stopped at the goal line. Now 32-30, Auburn with the lead midway through the fourth quarter. Bo Nix down the right sideline. Wide open receiver, Anthony Schwartz, 75 yards for the touchdown, and no defense going on here in this SEC matchup. Garantano's going to pull it down and run. Coughs up the football, and Auburn recovers it. And now the Vols are in trouble. Third turnover of the day. This one's going to end in 3 points, making it 42-30 with 1:06 to go. Tennessee with the football, less than a minute to go. Garantano up top to Marquez Callaway, and he's just got to beat one guy down the sideline. He does. 65 yards on the touchdown, and it ain't over yet. 42-37, Tennessee with the onside kick, and it is recovered by Auburn. Now it's over. Final score, 42-37. 25th ranked Tigers beat the 17th ranked Vols. Both teams are now 7-3 overall. Auburn 4-2 in conference, Tennessee 3-3. Let's go to Tallahassee. 16th ranked Florida State hosting the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. James Blackman out to the right side. The pass is picked off by Wake. He shakes off a tackler. He's got 40 yards to go to the 30, 20, 10. He beats the offensive lineman down the sideline. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Deeks up 7-0. Here comes Florida State now. Cam Akers, 5-yard touchdown run, ties it up late in the first quarter. Still late in the first quarter. Wake Forest with the football. Jamie Newman, read option. He's going to keep it. Breaks out of some tackles, and he's got some space down the right sideline. He's going to be finally dragged down to the 10. And as we go to the second quarter, the drive ends in 3 points for Wake Forest, and they lead 10-7. Midway through the second now, James Blackman over the middle. Catch is made by Tamarian Terry. 5-yard touchdown, and Florida State takes their first lead of the game at 14-10. Later in the second, Blackman hands to Cam Akers up the middle. 2-yard touchdown run, extending their lead to 21-10 after the PAT. Still in the second quarter, Florida State with the ball back, wide open down the left sideline. Another touchdown for FSU. It is now 28-10, and the Seminoles never look back. 37-10 victory for Florida State. They improved to 8-1, 6-1 in the ACC. Wake Forest falls to 5-5 overall, and they need one more win to become bowl eligible. 15th ranked UCF, 27-20 over South Carolina. Knights are 8-1. Minnesota upsets 14th ranked Penn State in Happy Valley, 31-7. Minnesota 7-4. Penn State falls to 6-3. 12th ranked Florida, 42-21 over Vanderbilt at the Swamp. Gators 7-2, 5-2 in conference. And LSU, as you saw in our game against Northern Illinois, beat Alabama 30-10 on the road in Tuscaloosa. 10th ranked Michigan, 35-13 over Maryland. Wolverines are 8-2, 6-1 in conference. And let's get you out to College Station for some highlights of Texas A&M and Mississippi State. 9th ranked Texas A&M, 20th ranked Mississippi State. Bulldogs have the football early in the first quarter. Kitayon Thompson over the middle to Stephen Guidry. And now Kitayon Thompson again stepping up on a 4th down and 12. He connects with Farrad Green. First down for the Bulldogs down in the red zone. Here's a give up the middle to Kylan Hill with a 9-yard touchdown run. Puts Mississippi State up 7-0. On a 3rd and 2 early in the second quarter, Kitayon Thompson would keep it on the read option. He's got some green grass out in front of him. One man to beat down the sideline, and he's going to catch him at the 5-yard line. Setting up first down and goal. Now on 2nd and goal, Kitayon Thompson keeps it again, ducks in for the 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bulldogs lead 14-0. In College Station, it's now 17-0 for Mississippi State. Quick screen pass from Kellen Mond to Deshaun Corbin. And the Bulldogs get the stop. They would turn a punt and subsequent possession into a field goal, and they would lead 20-0 at the break. Here's Kellen Mond in the second half, midway through the third. Finally, Texas A&M maybe starting to make some noise here. Courtney Davis, a 42-yard reception. Then Kellen Mond again over the middle to Kendrick Rogers. But the Mississippi State defense stiffens, and Texas A&M has to settle for 3. It's 20-3 midway through the third. Still 20-3 late in the third. Kellen Mond down the right side. Catch is made, and he drags a defender into the end zone for a touchdown. It is now 20-10. And Mississippi State fans are getting a little bit nervous. Kitayon Thompson now. Pass is deflected and then picked off by Texas A&M. First turnover of the game for either team. Leon O'Neal with the interception for the Aggies. Here comes Kellen Mond and Texas A&M with a chance to tie the game. It's 20-13. Middle of the fourth quarter. Give over the left side to Deshaun Corbin. An 11-yard touchdown run, and we are tied at 20 in the fourth quarter. Texas A&M has come all the way back from down 20-0. On a 2nd down and 6, Kitayon Thompson going up top down the right side. The pass is intercepted by Texas A&M, and Mississippi State's nightmares are coming true. Second turnover of the day from Kitayon Thompson. Here comes Kellen Mond in overtime now. With Mississippi State leading 23-20, the Aggies can win the game with a touchdown, and Deshaun Corbin gives it to them. Texas A&M with a come-from-behind win at home over Mississippi State. Aggies are now 9-1, 5-1 in the SEC. Mississippi State falls to 7-2, 3-2 in SEC play. Number 7, Oklahoma, 27-15 in Waco over Baylor. Sooners 8-1, 5-1 in the Big 12. And now more highlights as we head to Northern California. Palo Alto, Stanford hosting the Oregon Ducks in the rain. We've seen a couple rain games from Palo Alto this season. 3rd down and 9 with no score late in the first quarter. KJ Costello's pass is broken up, and that forces Stanford to attempt a field goal. Kicks is good. It's 3-0. Cardinal with the lead. Early in the second, KJ Costello again hooks up down the left sideline with Simi Fehoko, a 43-yard touchdown reception, and the Cardinal go up 10-0 on the Ducks. Here's Justin Herbert and the Ducks. They seem to fall behind in a few games that we've covered. Jalen Redd makes a diving catch down the right side on a 2nd and 4. Justin Herbert's going to pull it down and run. He's got some wheels, and he's going to drag a defender into the end zone from 26 yards out. You wouldn't think Justin Herbert's all that fast, but he's pretty lanky. Long strides, and gets the job done on that play. 13-7 now. Stanford with the lead. Justin Herbert again from 4 yards out, and the Ducks take their first lead of the game at 14-13. Late in the fourth quarter now. KJ Costello looking towards the left side. He overthrows his intended receiver, and they turn the ball over on downs. Another chance to go for it on 4th down and 3. Less than a minute to go. The pass falls harmlessly to the turf, and the Oregon Ducks hold on to win 14-13 in a driving rainstorm in Palo Alto, California. 8-1 are the Ducks, 6-0 in Pac-12 play. Georgia gets an easy win over the Bryant Bulldogs, 56-3. Georgia 8-1, 6-0 in the SEC as they get a little bit of a break from that grueling schedule. Nebraska 39-7 over Rutgers. The Cornhuskers are now 9-0 and undefeated. Can the Utes of Utah do the same? They're ranked number 3. They're hosting the Arizona State Sun Devils, looking to put their undefeated season on the line. Tyler Huntley, straight up the middle of the field, picks up 19 for the Utes, down to the Arizona State 6-yard line. Huntley over the middle, catch made. Damari Simpkins. Seems like every time we do a Utah game, Damari Simpkins is catching touchdowns. 7-0 Utah. Play action. Pitch to the left side for Arizona State. And Jaden Daniels down inside the 10. Now Jaden Daniels runs it in from 7 yards out. And we're tied up at 7. Here's Tyler Huntley out to the right side to Cole Fotheringham. And Fotheringham's going to drag everybody into the end zone. Utes take a 14-7 lead. Midway through the second quarter, Tyler Huntley fakes the screen, goes down the left side. Wide open receiver is Damari Simpkins, 59-yard reception. Utes knocking on the door again. Tyler Huntley hands to Zach Moss, 3-yard touchdown run for the Utes, and they have strung it out to a 21-7 lead. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tyler Huntley again breaking tackles. Down the middle of the field, picks up 14. Later in the drive on a 2nd down and goal, Tyler Huntley gives it straight up the middle to Jordan Wilmore, who runs it in from 1 yard out. It's 28-7 Utah, looking like they are going to remain undefeated. They get the win by that score. Utes 9-0, 6-0 in the Pac-12. Arizona State 5-4, 3-3 in Pac-12 play. Second-ranked Ohio State hosting Michigan State. Spartans are 6-3. The Buckeyes are 8-0. Here is Justin Fields. Justin Fields, late in the first quarter with Ohio State leading 7-0. He finds Garrett Wilson, a 58-yard reception. Buckeyes would have to settle for 3, making the score 10-0 in the horseshoe. 3:50 to go in the first half now. Demario McCall, 3-yard touchdown run. Ohio State now leads at 20-3. Now it's 27-3. Brian Lewerke throwing out to the right side. Pass is picked off, and we are headed the other way. A nice stiff arm throws a guy off of him. He gets down into the Michigan State red zone on that drive with 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Justin Fields finds Benjamin Victor on 1st down and goal. Fields is going to pull it down and run, and he gets the edge and the touchdown. Ohio State rolling in this game, 37-3. Michigan State trying to make it somewhat respectable. A nice play here by the receiver to break out of some tackles and then beat everybody down the sideline. He's got one man to beat it. He's not going to do it. He's going to get pulled down at the 2-yard line. Setting up 3rd down and goal here. Brian Lewerke, play action to the corner, to the pylon. Matt Siebert makes the catch. It's 37-10 in favor of Ohio State. Now it's 44-10. Brian Lewerke trying to add another one on. The pass is incomplete. It's turned over on downs. Somehow Michigan State would get the ball back and score again though, but they lose 44-17. Buckeyes remain undefeated at 9-0, 6-0 in Big Ten play. Michigan State 6-4, 3-4 in the Big Ten. Clemson narrowly escapes Louisville 27-22, and the Tigers remain undefeated and remain ranked number 1 in the country. All right, let's look at some scores and highlights from outside the top 25. What is happening to Wisconsin? They lose to South Alabama 41-17. Indiana over Illinois 26-17. Both teams are 2-7. Both teams are in the bottom of their divisions. Arizona 45-38 over UCLA. Wildcats 6-3, 3-3 in the Pac-12. Washington 44-10 over Colorado. They're 6-3, 3-3 in the Pac-12. Buffs fall to 0-6 in conference play. Virginia Tech 35-0 over the Canes. Nice beatdown there for the Hokies. They're 8-3, 6-2 in the ACC. Boston College 28-0 over Georgia Tech. Eagles 4-5, 2-4 in the conference. Georgia Tech falls to 1-7 in the ACC. Duke with a win in Raleigh over North Carolina State, 42-25. Blue Devils, one win away from becoming bowl eligible. Texas 40-0 over West Virginia in Morgantown. Longhorns improved to 6-3. They're 4-2 in the Big 12. Kansas State at 6-3, 4-2 in the Big 12 with a win over Texas Tech in Lubbock, 34-24. And let's get some highlights here as we go out to Stillwater, Oklahoma. The Kansas Jayhawks facing the Oklahoma State Cowboys from Boone Pickens Field. Puka Williams with the carry, but he would come up hurt and have to leave the game on 4th down and goal. Thomas McVitie standing in the pocket, swings one out to the left side and it's dropped, and Oklahoma State will take over on downs. Later in the first quarter, with Kansas getting the ball back, Puka Williams backup Khalil Herbert with the run, setting up Kansas in the red zone. On a 3rd and 7, they fumble the football down inside the 5, and it's recovered by the Cowboys, and still no score on the board. We go to the second quarter, tied at 0. Here comes Oklahoma State. Drew Brown throws one up to the right side. Jordan McCray comes down with the reception. Nice jump ball catch there. 1st down and 10 from inside the red zone. Brown again, and this one is going to be down to the 1-yard line. Jordan McCray again barely misses out on breaking the plane. 1st down and goal. Read option. Drew Brown keeps it. And it's a touchdown for Oklahoma State, making it 7-0. Finally, we have points on the scoreboard. Thomas McVitie and Kansas trying to answer. McVitie backpedaling, throwing deep down the right side. Catch is made by Dalen Charlot. And we are tied at 7. Drew Brown now picked off on the screen pass, and that one usually ends up with 6 points the other way. A guy named Defense makes that play. What? Is his name really Defense? Okay, anyway. Drew Brown, 19-yard run down inside the 5, and then to give up the middle to Chuba Hubbard. This game was tabbed as a Chuba Hubbard versus Puka Williams matchup. Unfortunately, Puka Williams went out with an injury, and now it's Chuba Hubbard against Khalil Herbert. We're all tied at 14 late in the 4th quarter. Kansas with a field goal. Kick is up, it's good. And now with 1:36 to go, Oklahoma State can win it with a touchdown or tie it with a field goal on the run. Look at Drew Brown find a receiver who gets thrown out of bounds at the 25. A few plays later on a 3rd down and 12, Drew Brown looking for a screen pass. It doesn't materialize, and Kansas knocks him on his backside. It's 4th down. Oklahoma State going for a field goal and the tie with just under a minute to go. The kick is up and it's no good. And Kansas is going to pull out the win. They have beaten Texas and Oklahoma State. Incredible season the Jayhawks are having. They are 7-2, 4-2 in the Big 12. TCU 35-24 over Iowa State. Horned Frogs 5-5 now, 1 win away from being bowl eligible. Missouri 30-13 over Kentucky and Lexington. Missouri becomes bowl eligible. Arkansas becomes bowl eligible with a 31-24 win over Ole Miss. San Diego State remains undefeated in Mountain West play. They're 5-0 in the conference, a 24-14 win over the San Jose State Spartans. Utah State improves to 7-3, 4-2 in conference with a 34-28 win over UNLV in Vegas. Wyoming 24-20 over Fresno State from Laramie. Cowboys 4-1 in the Mountain West. Looks like they're going to challenge Utah State for that division. Florida Atlantic 7-1, 5-0 overall, 41-13 win over a pretty good Old Dominion team. And now let's keep it in Conference USA and head down to Miami, where Florida International is taking on Middle Tennessee. And Middle Tennessee with the football first here. Early in the second quarter, their pass is picked off. And FIU would return it. Richard Dames with the interception. And here comes FIU. Give straight up the middle. Touchdown Napoleon Maxwell. And the Panthers are up 10-0. Still early in the second quarter, FIU again, screen pass on the left side. Blocks set up nicely, going down the sideline into Middle Tennessee territory. Inside the 30 goes Maxwell. Here is the read option, the quarterback keeps it. And James Morgan down into the red zone. Here's Morgan again on a 3rd and 6, dumps it off over the middle. Catch is made by Bryce Singleton. Second down and goal now from the 1. Morgan out to the right side. CJ Wharton with the touchdown. And FIU jumps out to a 17-0 lead. Here comes the Blue Raiders. Middle Tennessee. Quarterback keeps it, runs it in for a touchdown, making it 17-7. And now with the score 17-7, I think it's 17-7. We'll find out here shortly. Middle Tennessee completes a pass over the middle to a big tight end. Now out to the right side to the tight end again. Look at him rumble down the sideline. Finally, he's pushed out of bounds at the 2. First down and goal for the Blue Raiders. O'Hara gives straight up the middle. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. It is 17-14 now. Late in the first half, Morgan, read option, keeps it, spins down to the 6-yard line. On a 3rd down and 3, Morgan's going to pull it down, break the pocket, and he is going to meet 3 defenders at the goal line where he is stopped cold. But it's a new set of downs for Florida International. Morgan whips one to the left side. CJ Wharton, his second touchdown of the day. 27-14, FIU with the lead. James Morgan dumps one off into the flat, a screen pass. He's got blockers in front of him to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's going to be pulled down at the 2. Napoleon Maxwell, 2 catches for 82 yards to that point in the game. Late in the 3rd, Morgan to Maurice Alexander for the touchdown, and FIU pulls out to a 20-point lead. Later in the game and early in the 4th quarter, Morgan down the right sideline. Catches made by Sterling Palmer. His 5th of the day. 7:46 to go in the 4th. Give left side, and Napoleon Maxwell runs it in from 5 yards out. Florida International rolls the Blue Raiders 48-14. Middle Tennessee's a pretty good team, but FIU made them look silly. 48-14 the final. Panthers win. They're 7-1, 4-1 in Conference USA. Western Kentucky, a team that we play in a few weeks, gets the win over Army 25-21, a good win for them. Louisiana 34-0 over Troy. Cajuns 7-2, 3-1 in the Sun Belt. Miami of Ohio 30-21 over Bowling Green. Redhawks remain undefeated in MAC play. Bowling Green having a rough year. Up there, Ohio 34-14 over Buffalo in Buffalo. Buffalo's having a head-scratchingly not so good year. Ball State 29-26 over Central Michigan. And let's finish up this episode with one more game of highlights in the American Athletic Conference. Tulsa in a snowstorm in Oklahoma facing the East Carolina Pirates. Tulsa's having a sneaky good year. Thought we'd give them some love. Anthony Watley with the catch for East Carolina. 3rd down and 7. I'm going to have no idea where they are on the field, so bear with me on this one. Holton Ahlers, 16-yard carry for East Carolina. Now it looks like they're right near the end zone on a 3rd and goal. Holton Ahlers is going to keep it, and he's going to break the plane for a touchdown. ECU goes up 7-0 on the road against Tulsa. Now it's 7-3. Midway through the second quarter, Golden Hurricane driving. They get into the red zone, it looks like. And on 3rd down and inches, here's Tulsa again under pressure. He fumbles the football. Luckily, an offensive lineman picks it up. And on 4th down and 8, the Golden Hurricane have to settle for 3 points. The kick is up. It's good. It's 7-6 in favor of the Pirates. Here's Ehlers down the left side to DeAndre Ferrier, a 15-yard touchdown, and East Carolina goes up 14-6. Here's East Carolina again. Looking down the left side, a diving catch in the snow is made, setting up a 1st down. On a 3rd down and 3, Colton Ehlers is going to pull it down. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then get absolutely destroyed. He holds on to the football, though. 6 seconds left in the first half. Ehlers is going to pull it down and run, and nobody catches him. Touchdown, East Carolina, right before halftime. 21-6, ECU at the lead. Let's go to the 3rd quarter with ECU up 24-6. Here comes Tulsa, a pump fake on the screen pass. Now the catch is made down inside the 5. Here's Tulsa again. Give off the left side to Shamari Brooks for the touchdown. And Tulsa cutting into that lead. It's 24-13. On a 4th down, the give is to Taylor, and he is piled under a bunch of white and purple jerseys. Turnover on downs. East Carolina takes over. And the East Carolina Pirates now have it 1st down and goal. Ehlers throws out to the right side. Touchdown, Blake Prohl. 9-yard touchdown reception. I wonder if he's related to Ricky Prohl. 31-13, East Carolina upsets Tulsa in Oklahoma in a snowstorm. Tulsa falls to 7-3, 5-3 in the American Athletic Conference. All right, that wraps up week number 11. Up next, we will preview week number 12 here on Cal State Fullerton Titans Dynasty on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.